In what ways can relying on your partner's leadership rather than the government's strengthen or weaken a relationship?
In my household, it's just it strengthens our relationship. Um, I do things in a very unconventional way. Um, I think the simplest way of clarifying is a lot of people don't need to be in your business, right? The government really don't need to be in your business beyond taxes, as far as I'm concerned, right? And if you figure out a way to minimize how many of your taxes they're in, even better. Outside of taxes, government really don't need to be in your business. I didn't let them pick what immunization shots my kids get, so I homeschool my kids. As a result of that, and a result of having a wife that's on the same agenda of me, I have a 13-year-old in college. Right? I don't think I could have done that in a structure where she wasn't taking my leadership. I don't think I could have done that in a structure where the government is saying, get your immunization shots, get on a school bus, and become a part of this prison to school school to prison pipeline. Right? So keeping the government in as little of my day-to-day business has awarded me an equation that I think gets me a better, more proficient result.
Hey man, congratulations on your child, your 13-year-old. You said being in college, man. Congratulations on that, bro.
John Hopkins.
Oh wow, that's a law school, or they are special. Their specialty is law, right?
Yes, he's also doing a coding and cybersecurity.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on that, brother. Shout out to you and your wife.
Thank you
Yeah,
for that.
so, do you think a relationship is more successful when a friendship is like one of the foundations of it?
Do I think it's more successful? I won't say that. If you go into a relationship knowing what you're in that relationship for, it can have great success. But yes, I am an advocate for being friends and having a friendship as the foundation first. Yes.
I got to agree with that. That's what works for me. It's us against the world, baby. That
Period.
vibe.
I got another question. Like, are there any dangers in giving one partner full authority in a relationship, and where should the line be drawn?
The reason I'd say that there's not necessarily a danger in it is because, I mean, unless you're picking trash partners, then of course you in danger no matter who's running the show. You would trash. But if you are with a person who is on their stuff, they're accountable, they know what they're doing, they know where they're heading, and you trust that person and you follow that person, then honestly, you're good. It's it's nothing wrong with one person having quote unquote full authority. I would say that it's not necessarily full authority because that person would have respect for their partners that are in the relationship with them and would take their word and listen to what, their ideas is and maybe factor that into the decision they ultimately make.
Yeah, I agree. It's contingent on the type of partners that you pick that determines the fate of that. You know what I mean? I truly believe that. But I also think there need to be some fail safes in place just to protect you. Just to protect what you guys have built. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, we are human. We make mistakes. So there should be things in place to help so we don't just plummet. If I'm the decision maker and, let's say I'm trying to make money and I'm kind of risking too much of our money, or, there needs to be things in place or agreements that both of us need to have input on, or we can't go past a certain limit, because like I said, like gamblers, if you see if the relationship is in somebody's hand, somebody has a gambling addiction and they're trying to make up for it, needs to be certain accounts that are locked away, you can't do this unless both of us sign on this, and you know, to protect that, because those type of things, finances, it could end a relationship. So in that aspect, I feel like there need to be things put in place to protect it, essentially.
Yeah, but Jay, some of those things you should already know prior to marriage. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a know financially she's able to capable or able and capable enough to handle finances, and watch her spending habits and how she works and operates financially. See, those are one of the issues. A lot of us, we wait until we actually get into a real long-term relationship or marriage before we inquire about those things. And I think those should be one of the one things you find out as early as possible. Is she materialistic? Okay, if you're materialistic, it's nothing wrong with that. But if you can't afford to be materialistic, well, now that's a problem. If you can't afford that, you maxing out credit cards in order to try to keep up with the Joneses and the Joannes. Yeah, that's an issue for me. And so I need to evaluate, do I want to take this woman seriously, or do I want to take this man seriously and have a serious long-term relationship with this man, knowing his habits or knowing her habits, because financially we can't keep up with that. Financially, I know he can't keep up, or I know she can't keep up with it, because she's going broke, trying to borrow money, trying to do this, maxing out things, and late on bills or getting shit shut off because she's financially unaware. So yeah, some of those things you ought to know from the giddy up. Now, to answer the question, is it okay for one person to be? Yeah, I don't see a problem as long as they're capable and they have the capacity to be a good leader. I don't see that as a problem. And with that other person who's not in that role, it should free them up to be able to do more. You know what I'm saying? The freedom and to operate and do things, you know what I'm saying, where maybe that person who is in the league are failing at, are not 100% on. So if I'm doing everything, but I say, hey baby, I need for you to take over the finances and pay the bills. You know, I'm gonna designate her and assign her and have her do those things, and hopefully she can do what she needs to do in a manner that she's able to keep up and prosper and help us grow. Because it's a blind spot on me, because I'm got all of these other things going on, but there's that 10% on her that I can't watch. That's important to our household and to the relationship, but I need for her to focus on that, be locked in on that, so we can make things happen.
Do you believe a man's authority in relationships should take precedence over societal laws or norms?
Yes. Look, if you are marrying to a man who's righteous and upright and is respectful, and he does right by you and the family, yes, I think they should. It shouldn't be a reason why then it's not. Now, if you got a no good man, hopefully you didn't marry his ass. Hopefully you're not dating him. You know, you may went out for a few times and then you realize this dude ain't shit. Yeah, you need to get the hell up out of there. So that shouldn't be a problem. But if you realize he's a good man, he's a respectful man, he's an upstanding man, and he's about his business, he got his priorities straight, yeah, it should be, in my opinion.
I will say yes. If the woman is taking the time to select a man who's about his shit, who's, you know, mentally fit, spiritually sound, living in his purpose, then yes, his word should come before everybody but God's.
Yeah, I agree. My man's his word is law. So law outside of our household, I guess, is for him to decipher through. My laws begin when he starts speaking, really.
Yeah, I agree with the rest of the panel. I think the primary portion is if they're choosing the correct person, if they're choosing a person, like King said, is upright, you know, balanced, fair, then I think that's fine. But if they got a scammer, you know, somebody out here that's, you know, trying to get over on people, then you in big trouble.
I mean, to me, all that makes a difference, man. That definitely makes a difference when you dealing with something like that. It's going to either send you to an early grave, or going to get you a lot of gray hairs. It's going to have you stressed out with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. stressing over bullshit like that. Nobody wants that.
Facts.
So, you know.